This project has really grown, I think, even beyond our expectations, mainly because of the subject matter of the movie. Coming out of the award winner from the Austin Film Festival, this film has got such a compelling storyline. It is a really strong moral dilemma, and obviously it touches a very sensitive topic on the Holocaust. And the fact that it was written by a 16-year-old girl, I think even makes it that much more interesting.
17 now. I wrote it when I was 16, screenplay, first ever.
We were really surprised at how well Esther's doing with this whole thing. We had no idea that she could write screenplays. We didn't know. And when she did this, it shocked the hell out of us at home.
She's clearly has a depth. It was very different than what we would have expected. As I said before, we were expecting a high school comedy. Suddenly we're dealing with a Holocaust drama.
The real grit of this movie is whether a man, for reasons of faith, could choose to allow his son to die. And I think in today's world, I haven't seen anything strong enough in faith that would justify me allowing my son to die.
What we really wanted to use was the almost incomprehensible decision that a father has to make in the context of, is he going to let his son die, or is he going to save his son, knowing that if he does save his son, another boy, some other father's child, will be put in his place.
Whose blood is red, or who is anybody better than another person?
Steve Wolf has brought some interesting arguments to light too on, maybe his son is better off actually dying to get out of this misery that is this concentration camp. And I think it's a type of dilemma that you can walk out of a theater and have a discussion about and have a difference of opinions about.
We have multiple goals with this. I mean, one is to make a great movie. Another one is to give Esther a tremendous experience that she learns as much as possible from.
Yes.
The rewriting process is very interesting, and I'm so grateful that we have Lauren Janes on this project to actually spearhead that, because I would have pulled my hair out long ago if I had to do it myself.
You have to love writing, because writing is only rewriting. And every single night for the last 6 weeks, Esther, myself, and her father have been on the phone rewriting.
When you write something, you hope that it's perfect.
First rewrite is pulling out 80% of the old script and
And it might happen 70
restructuring,
times.
changing the lead character,
Right.
doing a major rewrite to create the film that you want to create.
But the fact of the matter is that the real art of writing is rewriting.
As we go through every single page, every single line.
And you probably do 6 of those rewrites before you end up at the point where you do polish.
If I didn't like it and she didn't like my idea, so we go over that.
There are many writers who would say that writing is an act of courage.
We talk a lot on the phone.
I never liked those tassels.
Why did we put Steve Wolf as director?
My name's Steve Wolf. I'm the director of Bending Light. My job is to keep this whole locomotive rolling forward and make sure it hits the station when we want it to get there. On time, on budget, and with a lot of impact.
We interviewed a lot of directors. A lot of people, it was great, and a lot of people were interested in wanting to work with us. Steve Wolf came to us and said, "This is the film I see that we're going to make." And he recognized the fact that while this was a good script for a 16-year-old, it was not the script that we're going to shoot. It's not Hollywood standard. And Steve coming, having worked on 40-something Hollywood pictures, he immediately saw that, wow, there's some quality there. Let's take it through the process. Let's make it a great film.
He's just a feisty man, and I like that about Steve, because as a woman, you kind of get to, every now and then, we put up our dukes with each other, but he's great.
The movie script will only be as clear as your ability to describe what it's about.
He's very committed to his work. He also is the father of 3 boys. So I feel like this story is really personal to him and for him.
And Steve also brought a whole team to the table. First meeting we had with Steve, all the other directors came alone. Steve had 4 other people in the room and said, "Hey, this is my crew."
I've never worked on an indie project where a group of professionals come together in this manner in my career, and it's primarily based on the content. We sent them the stuff, we told them what we needed, they read the screenplay, and it was how much and where do you need it delivered.
This is one of the most interesting projects I've worked on.
What's happening, it seems to me, is we're talking about a situation of hopelessness in which
shimmers of hope keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. I can get this kid. I can get 2 packs of cigarettes. And it keeps being taken away from me while they're dragging the kid away in my mind's eye. So all of this opportunity is narrowing around me, and it's just choking me out. So I'm desperately trying to see where it is that I can make this thing okay. And in every glimmer of light I'm getting, it's being taken out. I'm being pushed out of the physical and being forced to accept the ethereal. And it's everything in me is fighting that.
And those feelings, fully expressed, are what we call a great movie.
I knew it was going well today because I didn't get any calls. And if my phone didn't ring, I'm thinking, okay, it's been a good day. So maybe I just need to stay away more.